What's up guys, it's Manny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tips video on how to make your course schedule at UBC. So as I said just now, I'm going to be giving you tips on how to build your own custom timetable at UBC to kind of fit your needs, and also I'm going to give you an example of me building one. I'm going to build one with you. I'm going to give a disclaimer at first. My timetable was a first year custom timetable. I didn't do Arts 1 or coordinated arts program, so I did my own timetable. I decided all my own courses, and I can only talk for Bachelor of Arts. I don't really know the requirements for science and kin and solder and stuff like that. I mean, you can still watch if you're in those faculties, but if you're in Bachelor of Arts and you're looking to make a custom timetable, I think this will be the video for you. You can follow along if you want, and you can just get some tips. So my first tip is to think about what your requirements are for your degrees and finish those first. So for Bachelor of Arts, for example, you have many different requirements that aren't really related to your major or field of study that you're still going to have to take just in order to graduate. For example, I have it on my laptop here, that's why I'm looking here. We have the writing and research requirement, language requirement, science requirement, literature requirement, outside requirement, upper level, and then arts credit minimum. So basically, my recommendation would be to do all of the credits that are not related to your major first, so like science and language and writing and research, just to get those out of the way in your first year, and then after that you can kind of just focus on your major. My second tip is to think about whether you already have a major in mind. It's not really a tip, but if you do have a major, then look up the requirements that you're going to need like from first year and second year, because then you can know to build those into your timetable already. But if you don't have a major right now, I didn't have a major at the beginning of my first year, you can just kind of think about what courses you want to try and take in your first year and what you'd be interested in when you look at the course list. My third tip is to be real with yourself. Are you a morning or a night person? Because I know a lot of night people who sign up for 9 a.m. classes or 8 a.m. classes and they barely go because they can't wake up in time for it, and then I don't know why you signed up. So think about that. If you're more of a morning person, try to put all your classes in the morning, obviously, so that you can have the afternoon off and you can have a break. That's what I like to do. But if you're a night person, just take afternoon classes. That's like the best thing about university, is that everything is so custom. Sorry, I opened my window so the lighting might have changed. My fourth tip is to think about the number of seats and the sections available for each course. The sections are basically like the number of classes they have. So obviously for a lot of first year courses like Psych 101, 102, Econ 101, 102, stuff like that a lot of people want to try and take in their first year, they're going to have a lot more classes of those and many more seats. Like I think my Psych class there were a bunch of Psych 102 classes in second semester, and there were like 200, 300 seats per lecture. But there are some classes, maybe if you're going into a specific major or if you're going into a specific program or you're looking just to do something cool or more specific, that are going to have less class options and less seat sizes, and I would suggest adding those into your schedule first before you think about other courses to put in. I'm going to show you right now what my course schedule in first year looked like. I am more of a morning person, and also I did not have a major planned for first year. So I kind of just took what I wanted while also fulfilling some requirements, like the writing and research requirement. I took Words 150. Language requirement I have waived, because if you're from BC and you take a language up to grade 12, then you have that requirement already. My science requirement, I had AP credit from high school for one course, and then I took Math 104 in first semester to finish up that science requirement because I like math. I don't know, I am a nerd, I know, people tell me this all the time. And yeah, all the other courses I kind of just took to see, like to try out, like Phil, Psych, Commerce, Sociology, all those kinds of things. I just kind of picked the one with the best prof that I thought I would enjoy the most, and then signed up and sat in the class. My last tip for you before we do our little example setup is that there's no such thing as a GPA booster course. A lot of people will sign up for courses and think that they are GPA boosters. I will give you examples right now. I was in Anthro 100. A lot of people think that it's a GPA booster, and a lot of people will take that as a GPA booster. But if you don't put in the work to do well in the course, you're not going to do well, and it is not going to be a GPA booster. Because for me, it was one of my 4 courses that semester, so I did kind of try to focus on it because I did want to do well. I tried decently hard, and I decently hard. I tried decently well, and I ended up with an A, which is pretty good. But I know a lot of people who expected it just to be a breeze and didn't put any effort in at all and ended up with 70s and B's and stuff like that. So just because someone says a course is a GPA booster, while it might be easier, of course, you're still going to have to put the work in to get an A. Like, no course is going to be a breeze and get you an A, especially at UBC, because it's a big institution and there's also a lot of scaling down. All right, we're going to do an example setup. I'm going to try and figure out how I can record on my screen. All right, so we're going to start with our example full screen. I'm putting my laptop as a full screen and me in the corner so that, you know, you can see my face if you want. But I'm going to do an example setup with an arts major in psychology and then also a minor in commerce, which is what I'm planning to do. So maybe if you want to do that too, you can follow along. I'm going to try and figure out a way that I can block my SSC so that you don't see anything. But yeah, so first log into your SSC, obviously. You go into your course schedule. Now it's going to look a little different from me because, actually I don't know if it will look different for me, but I've already built some work lists for my second year stuff, so that's going to be the work lists on this side. These are all my second year work lists that I've worked on, but I'm just going to create a new work list. These are basically little drafts that, they're little draft schedules basically that make it a lot easier to plan your schedule. So I'm just going to call this video work list and create that. So as I said earlier, you have a bunch of requirements that are required for first years or Bachelor of Arts, like writing and stuff like that. But because we're doing a psych major and a commerce minor, I'm going to focus on those requirements first, and then after that, fill it out. So I'm going to go browse courses. Now I know that for my commerce minor, I'm going to have to take econ. So I'm going to scroll down to econ. Where is it? Right here, economics. And then I know I'm going to take 101. So I'm going to look at 101, think about the courses. So the work list in the corner shows you the kind of timetable that you're going to have, so it shows up. If there were more classes, I'll tell you later, it'll turn red if it was conflicting with another class, but for now I have nothing, so it's totally fine. I'm just going to sign up for the first class here. I'm going to save it to my work list, and then go back to econ and also sign up for a discussion because that's required for the class. Some classes will have discussions, some won't. It's just how it is. So Econ 101 is done. I'm going to also to Econ 102 just because I'm in the Econ folder. Also just sign up for the first one. Now if this were my actual schedule, I'd probably look into it more and think about what profs I want and also like the timing and stuff like that. But just because it's a video work list, I'm going to put in the first one just to show you how it is. I'm going to go back to my browse courses. I know that I also have to take math as a requirement for my commerce minor, and good thing because it also waives my science requirement. So I'm going to do 104. I also took this in my first year for real. So this is actually not that different from my first year schedule. So 104 is the differential calculus with applications to commerce and social sciences. I'm going to look for a course. I think I might do, I don't know. Maybe I'll do, yeah, there's a lot of different options. So right at first you might think that you don't really know what to sign up for, but after you look for a bit, sometimes things will conflict and then you're going to have to change it. So for now, I'm just going to, oh my God, my Snapchat always goes off. Sorry. I'm going to do Tuesday, Thursday, 3:30 to 5. This is the day for the withdrawals and stuff. It doesn't have, oh, this is 104, yeah. Why are there only 5 seats? So it shows you how many seats there are in the course and also the building. So Buchanan, A104, stuff like that. I'm just going to save it to my work list. So Math 104 is good. Now we're going to do my psych requirements. We're going to go into browse courses. Go into psych. Psych is all the way down here. And I know 101 and 102 are the requirements for first year, so I'm going to put 101 in, 12 to 1. We'll say that. So you can see the prof is also here, Eva Zeisk. The building, the room, the start time, end time, whatever. So So there's that, Psych 101, and then Psych 102, I'm also going to do, I'm going to put it in second semester just because I know. So let's do, oh no, maybe not that one. Let's do Tuesday, Thursday, 2 to 3:30. Okay, so those are my major requirements right now. I'm also going to try and do the writing and research requirement. A lot of students take Words 150 in arts. I took that personally and I found it pretty easy. I didn't do that bad. A lot of kids also take English 112, 110. You can look into this in the UBC website, but I personally took Words 150, so I'm just going to click W here, go into Words 150, see what fits into my schedule. Let's see, maybe we'll do... Also, this is probably going to look different from you, the restricted part, but yeah, I don't know why it's restricted. But yeah, I'm just going to pick... We'll do this one. Oh my gosh, this was my prof. That's so weird. Okay. And then what else is there? So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 courses. The typical course load is 5 courses per semester. That's what people usually do. You do need 27 credits to move up a year. So now I think I can do my electives, right? No, we need one more science course because you need 6 science credits. We're gonna do EOSC. A lot of people take EOSC as a science requirement as well. People think it's a GPA booster. EOSC 114, I believe. Yeah, natural disasters. It's not. My friends have taken it and they say it's really hard and a lot of work. If you want to take it, that's up to you, but I'm gonna put it in my 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 courses in first semester. I'm gonna put it in second semester just because. So I'm gonna save that to my work list. And yeah, so there's my science requirements. What else is there? We can also do the literature requirement, but literature requirement I'm saving to do in my second year. It's really up to you and how you want to do it. Let's just put in some electives, like stuff I want to take for fun. So in first year I also took sociology, so I'm going to put that in. Soci. I took Soci 102, inequality and social change. Did I? Wait. I took social interaction and culture. They might have changed the courses, but I'm going to sign up for 101 in my second semester because I have 5 courses already in my first. So right now I'm building a work list that's more like afternoon based because everything starts at 12 or later, but for me I probably wouldn't do that if I had the choice not to, because I just want to like, you know, do this one, maybe this one. Yeah, for me I'd choose morning, but like, yeah. So, let's see how many courses I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 2 more courses. I also took Anthro 100 in my first year, so we'll put that in as well. Alright, so it's not going to fit, so we're going to do something else then. We could take, let me think. Oh, we could take COM 100, because I also took that in my first semester. I mean, my first year. And then once you do that, you can click your work list and then click view timetable to see what your timetable would look like. So this is what it looks like for me right now. I have 4 courses in my first semester and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 courses in my second semester. Actually, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, that's how I would build my course schedule. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful in some way. Leave a comment down below if you have any more questions. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want. I post twice a week. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Waking up in the